All right, what's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another one-piece deck profile. And this time I got Adam, and he's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. He topped top 64. I'd say, what is it, 43rd?
43rd place officially
with the Belo strategy. So, Adam, you can take it away.
Yeah. Hey, I got top 43 with 43rd place, top 64, which was great. Two really unlucky losses, same exact thing as last time, and then just unfortunate tiebreakers. Exact same situation. I was 7-2, but instead of getting top 16 this time, I got 43rd. The deck ran great, exactly how I wanted it to. So yeah, I'm gonna break down the deck now, and then anyone who wants, you can check out Barney Kong on YouTube after this, and I'm gonna be posting more information about Belo and then maybe other decks as well. But to start off, we have 4 Belo. It is your one cost searcher. It's 2,000 power, finds literally everything in the deck except for itself, and you can use leader ability to get it up to be a swinger. We're down to 2 raise max. I was at 4 previously. It's still good to be able to drop multiple searchers, but there's another 1-drop that was added to the deck that oftentimes I have found that I find more success playing this and the other 1-drop than raise max, so it was a good thing to bring down to 2. The function of it, minusing 3,000 power, is also kind of doubled up with the 2-cost Koala, 2K counter. So functionally, it's very effective for what it is. It is nice to get it out on turn 1. If you don't, there are other ways to go about it. As reference, this is the 2-cost 2K Koala, which has the same ability as Raise Max, which is minus 3,000 on play, as opposed to Activate Main put at the bottom of your deck. This and Raise Max are the cards that allow you to keep up with Doflamingo, because you can couple it with the card Lindbergh, which we'll go over in a little bit, but it allows you to manipulate the power of your opponent's board, which is really, really handy in such a board floody meta. You have 2 Bartholomew Kuma. It is a trigger off life because I'm multicolored. It can KO a 2,000 power or less character on play, which works really well with our Raise Maxes and our Koalas. And it's fantastic when you can... Yeah, I did it. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, don't. We'll talk later. So this was instrumental in one of my wins against one of my Lucci matchups. I triggered this off life to KO his Rebecca, which is a 0 power Rebecca, and I won the game because of that. It not only established a body, it got rid of a blocker, and I was able to push through because of that. I have Morley, and Morley is a 3-cost that can get through blockers. It has trigger. People have to KO it immediately. It's really good. It's really good. Potential to take it out of the deck because it is a brick. It doesn't have any on play. It is a 3-cost, so it's more easily removed with cost reduction. There are some negatives to the card. It's not incredibly valuable, but still, it completes the Rev Army package, and it is pretty good. Inazuma, I'm running it at 2 of. It's Rush. It can give itself, or it can give it, if you play 2, which I did today, they can give each other Rush. Happens all the time. I'm running it down to 2, and I do have a lot of 2-ofs in this deck, but I'll go over why it's even possible later. 4 3-cost Karasu. He triggers off life a lot of the times because you're so aggressive and you can get your opponent's life down. Fantastic card. He can go up to 7,000 power with 1 leader ability. I'm swinging with him a lot. I don't necessarily need him to block, but he does have that option if I do need a little bit more survivability. We've got 4 Lindbergh. This card will always stay at a 4 of. It paired with your Raise Max and your Koala allow you to just by proxy control boards, so that way you can always swing face and you're not being incredibly pressured back. Karasu on play and when attacking conditionally, he can give minus 1,000 to a creature, to a character or a leader, and it actually didn't come up that much today, if I'm being 100% honest.
Wow.
I maybe drew it once or twice. It's not necessary for the game. Games that it does come up are a lot it's beneficial, but I learned today that it's not necessary for like success in any capacity. I'm gonna say I only played it twice today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like just it wasn't in hand. It was never the right play. Yeah, it was a really interesting day without playing Karasu, because he's typically like one of the reasons that I get victories, because I can just outpace people, but didn't need him today. We have 4 of the new Kuma, which has the same trigger as Karasu, which is if you're at 5 or total life between you and your opponent, you can trigger this without pitching anything, as long as your leader is Rev Army, which it is. So I did play this several times today. It is a 2K counter. It's a Rev Army body. It works with your leader ability. I mean, it's just kind of a vanilla version of Lindbergh or Morley, just another option or body, but because it has that 2K counter, you do run it at a higher count than Morley. Last 4 costs in the deck is Ivankov. Ivankov can cheat out everything that I have talked about previously here. It can cheat that out. It is always beneficial to cheat out a body regardless of what that body is. There are all situations where each and every one of these is valuable to cheat out. Say even Raise Max. It is sometimes the right call to cheat out Raise Max with your Ivankov ability. Not always, very rarely, but say you need to get rid of a 5,000 power character or 6,000 power character, you have Lindbergh on board, play this out, cheat out Raise Max, you're able to clear it. It came up one time today, that's why I'm emphasizing it so much. Fantastic card, fantastic combination. Ivankov is the best card in the deck, I think I've decided, officially. You have 3 of the 5-cost Ivankov, the exact same number I was running previously. Honestly, because I'm running 1 extra card than I was running before, 1 specific card, I kept this at 3, but this is the match that wins Lucci. This is the match, this is the card that wins Lucci, the Lucci matchup. This is the card that wins the Doflamingo matchup, as well as Lindbergh, because it's not as removable as literally everything else. So you're cheating out bodies, you're getting value, they have to answer it. 3 of is the perfect number. I see it all the time. All the time.
It's like one of the only cards I can't bounce with law.
Yeah, one of the very, one of the very, literally everything else is bounceable by law that I've gone over so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards that are not bounceable by law. So, invaluable. Sounds like, or a cereal. So we have 2 of the new Koala. Wonderful card. I see a lot of people running at a higher count than this. I'm never going to play more than 2. Okay. There are situations where I've played 2, but I'm never going to play more than 2. And because of that, I'm not running it at more than 2, and I can find it. I can find it, and it's totally doable. We'll go over it right now because of Stage. I'm running 3 Stage, which is a tech card in a lot of situations, but because I'm running so many like 2-ofs and 3-ofs, and this is an aggro deck, consistency was gone. But I needed all of the cards because all of them are answers to specific situations. Enter Stage. So I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running 8 cards that are at less than full 9 cards that are at less than full 4 count. In an aggro deck, usually that means a death sentence. However, because of Stage and because I can find everything, I can filter to exactly what I need. I played 3 Imperial Ivankovs in 1 game because I could just find it. Stage is fantastic, perfect at 3. I can start with all 3 in my hand and I'll keep the hand, because my first turn I play it and I pitch a Stage. My next turn I pitch a Stage. I now guarantee that I'm not drawing this for the rest of the game, and everything I pull is gas. Fantastic card. 3 of the new 7-cost Sabo. This card, the on play is add a card with Revolutionary type from your hand to the top of your life, and then if you have 2 or more life, you have to add the top or bottom card to your hand. So if people are starving you, you can just pull a card, don't replace it, don't put anything back. It allows you to go against the starve strategy. Its trigger is just draw 2 cards in this deck, which is superb. I triggered him 2 or 3 different times today. Every single time I won that game. If he's your first trigger, it's great. If he's your last trigger, it's great. I would say maybe the best trigger in the game, but that's debatable. Last card is going to be 2 of Dragon. He's the boss monster. He can swing 12. He can give your leader +2 Don, which is the only thing in the whole deck that buffs your leader. So very valuable, distributes power well. And yeah, that's the list. It's, you know what, I feel honored to have gone 7-2 with Belo Betty at Nats.
Yep.
I feel great about what I did and how I played. Sometimes you just lose games, and that is what it is.
And the best Belo Betty player in the room. For sure.
in the room, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
So check out, like I said, Barney Kong on YouTube. Thank you so much for having me and doing this deck profile. And everyone have a great day.
Thanks, Adam. Peace out.
Absolutely.